Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Clemson jumps to the line. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
They'll go to the ground, and the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Gabriel. He's open on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice.
That's how people like you get so low.
I swear. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start to that QB.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Straight ahead from inside his 25. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back here that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. He made him pay for that short kickoff. 78 yards. He returned it for a touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. They're bringing heat. Fires downfield. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Snagged in the middle. It's Neighbors. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grab near the marker. It's Evans. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. The completion well past the sticks. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. And now on second down for this offense. Corners are going to bail. On second down, he'll fire. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Clemson!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quick strike complete. That should be the final play of the first half. Johnson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down, let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Newton. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
He's going to fire deep. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Newton. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, ODU. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Monarchs! What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Pressure coming. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Coming after it. Took a shot as he threw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's good. And they'll push that lead down a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe
And he throws another interception.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Back to throw, it's Newton. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Quarterback will audible. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Alexander. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They've been running it, but now the pass. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it. But at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. And the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Tigers in the hurry up. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. No huddle here for the offense. On second down, wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Barges ahead. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside
Humbly,
kick.
bro, you're
do.
way better than me.
Yeah,
I got super
on
low.
the field most of the time. When you know what's coming and you put those guys that are
I got
great
super
catchers
low.
of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Good game, bro.
Really
This
nice
is
job
first
stopping
ever.
the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it for them. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect. You talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.